Red.
Alright.
Hello.
So, we're back.
Sayori's got depression. Yeah.
Been there.
Done that.
I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in.
Nice shirt.
Sup?
Hey! I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make me feel awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon. So don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. Whether you like it or not.
That's a nice-ass kitchen.
That's a kitchen.
Although it's a gas stove. Electric. But that's a nice vent system you got. What the hell is that?
Oh my god, just play the game!
I'm sorry. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies.
Hopefully an electric stove, right?
Well, I didn't want you to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen.
What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality cards, babe?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. God, this is ridiculously heavy.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. It sends me flying through the back wall
Because she's so swole.
Hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and look also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Do you don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school? Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Alright. Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yerky doesn't mean you can treat me like...
Ow! Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki!
Forget it. I didn't say anything.
I should apologize.
Huh?
I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours.
Including me!
How would you know that anyway?
Oh, Jesus. Just trust me on this one.
Gross.
Hey! Was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
You get all sour when girls call you gross. I finally found your weakness, Carsbane. Guns!
Natsuki smiles deviously. Guns!
My guns. These guns.
Please spare me. Well,
Please
Natsuki-
spare me your big, massive arms. I can't handle it.
Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled liquid, and plastic bags are strewn into... Yeah, it's just about how baking goes. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Cosman, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors are different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Yeah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Starts dropping it into your eyes. Are my eyes pretty now?
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish the mix. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. If you know what I mean. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it, like my dad does to me.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
I'm spitting all over my desk.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start doing the same.
Hey,
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might.
Damn, what happened to your guns, Natsuki?
Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me caused me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
Gross. You got it on my face.
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek.
I think we all see where this is going.
No, not November.
Okay.
She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Here, let me reach it with my tongue.
Jeez. You know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face.
Impossible!
Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, stop.
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I
You're about to make a dumb decision, my
shouldn't do
friend.
what, either? I take Natsuki. You did what? You did what?
Suddenly, Sayori appeared behind me and promptly shoots herself. What?
Did you seriously just...
Natsuki is so surprised she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Of course, babe. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you
Jesus
really like
Christ.
them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so... You're the one who...
Do you see this image, sir?
You did
Happening
this.
right now.
You did this. You licked the finger. Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy?
The frosting was poison! Shut the fuck up!
Out of nowhere,
I didn't even put anything in the oven.
fire
did I?
alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven.
She grabs it with her bare hand and drops it in the sink.
She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm
Because that's how fire alarms
That's not
work.
how that works, but okay, I'll give it to you, game.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch now as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened.
Oh, that smells so good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room.
Look at how cute they all look.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I brought the decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
I have these nozzles that will make them look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that is much thinner tipped than the others. It's for writing.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. We can also use it to write stuff on a cake.
Good job, Baker.
See? I bake.
Yeah, you do. I get baked.
No you don't.
I don't.
None of us do.
No, we don't have any friends.
Besides Wordies.
Yeah.
And
Mr.
Tyler.
Stuff.
Oh yeah, I guess should use his name.
Like happy birthday or whatever.
Ah, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on a word they like.
Oh, just like a game that we're playing right now?
Huh.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. And it was. But that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Uh-huh. Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think... Okay, man's trying to lay it on thick.
Fucking whore.
Well,
Natsuki's voice trails off.
same with you.
I am looking cute.
Hey!
Looking manly.
Yeah, we're cute.
Shut up, Smith. You get that all the time.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
They just think it. They don't tell me. Everyone does. They never tell me. It's half horrible.
You're an attractive man, Smith.
You are a cute man, Chub.
Don't ever say that to me again.
That ever to me again? And on that note, I'm tired. Let's end this one here.